merchandise to resell if you are a merchandising business, perhaps a corporation. And this is a short example of a cash payments journal used when you write checks. There are 4 other special journals that are used in businesses, and of course the one general journal. And so this is part of what we teach the students first and second semester in accounting, and I'd love to have you take the tour.
I'm kind of stuck here. Can you help? Okay, no. Hey, I'm Mr. Central. I teach acting and technical theater and script writing. And if you're interested in any of those classes, watch this next little bit, and maybe by then I'll be down. Help, please.
Mr. Central offers a variety of classes in both theater production and acting. Theater 1, a basic intro to the stage. Theater 2, painting and scenic drawings. Advanced theater, special projects which translate directly to the stage. Acting 1, an intro to stage acting. Acting 2, a more in-depth look at acting and techniques for performances. Advanced acting, a performance-based class. This is Jared Hansen signing out. Peace.
Hey, you're back. I'm happy you're able to help. My trusty students came in and took care of me. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Take my classes, please. Hey, Michaela. Well, well.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Dyer, and I teach art at the high school. And I'm going to first talk about all of my classes and what we do, and then I will speak specifically about the 7 different courses that are offered to the students. The art program is designed to welcome any student, regardless of their talent. You don't have to be a talented student to come in, but it is open to all levels of the students who are very interested in learning about new skills and solving visual problems. And the other thing they must certainly be is motivated, because we work very hard in here. All the students are given and are using a textbook. It's called Exploring Visual Design. It's a standard-based textbook used nationally. And we will be studying from this all year long and connecting it to the things that we do in studio projects. Every student is issued an art box. That would be a box that is full of materials that they're able to use throughout the year for other classes as well, providing them with all the materials that they need to create any art problem or assignment that I give them. The boxes are issued at the beginning of the year and collected at the end of the course. If it's a semester course, it would be at the end of the semester, and if it's 3-year-long courses, it would be at the end of the year. We also, in all of the classes, stop in the middle of the first semester, and we participate in a service learning project, which we have labeled this year as the Bowl Ripple. And this is where all the art students are paired with first grade students, and we go down to the first graders at the grade school, and we create and embellish clay bowls. These bowls are then sold to the community, and that money and all the proceeds that the bowls are sold for go to 3 community needs. One is the hot lunch program, one is the food pantry, and one is Winthrop Keep Warm. It's a lot of fun for both the high school students and the first graders, and we get together at 3 different times to complete that service learning project with Mrs. Knight. So those are sort of the general have some similarities, but there are some specific differences as well. Anyone that is interested in perhaps considering a career and is a more serious art student should probably begin with the Foundations of Art course. It's a year-long course where we study fundamental concepts and we learn how to draw what we see. And it is the practice of some new skills and new techniques that center around observational drawing, which is common in all my classes. One of the things that we practice is learning how to look at things and then creating pieces of art, either in painting or drawing or design, from those observational experiences. For the Foundation of Art, that would be the first one that I would hope anybody that wants a career in art, like culinary arts, cosmetology, architecture, museum curator, fine artist, photography, any profession that might relate, engineering, that might relate to a creative bent and a visual artistic experience that would help strengthen them in that career choice. Drawing and painting this year are taking on a new venue, and that is that you can take both the drawing and the painting year-long classes for more than 1 year and receive subsequent credit for it. That is a new idea this year, so anybody that's wishing to continue in a specific discipline can do so with drawing and painting starting this next fall. In drawing, the student who is really interested in improving their drawing skills, obviously, we spend the first year in learning just basic concepts, again, learning how to look at things. It's through mark making that we create various kinds of drawings. And then once they learn those basic skills in learning how to see and working with certain art materials, the second year they can come in and really explore their learned skills in developing their own style and drawing for the duration of that year. The same for painting. Painting is for students who want to concentrate in color, obviously. Our first year in painting would be to discover and to understand the color wheel and to also explore and understand properties of different kinds of paint and materials that let us create things in color. The second year would be the study of some famous artists and the exploration of different styles, with the hope that the student would then, through their own painting, start to create their own style. And again, a lot of what we paint or draw is done through observational drawings or paintings, looking at things, very common things that are right in front of us, and exploring how we can get creative with them. The semester courses, the 4 of them, break down into 2 areas. One is contemporary crafts, 2-dimensional, and contemporary crafts, 3-dimensional. The first semester that's taught in contemporary crafts is primarily for the person who likes to work in color and pattern. It is a course where we take polymer clay, Fimo clay, and we embellish 3-dimensional surfaces with pattern and color, making canes that they learn to create. Here are 2 examples of a candle votive that was created this year by 2 different students in that particular class, showing the way that each of these canes are created first in polymer clay using color and pattern, and then a surface is embellished. Another piece that they do is a more sophisticated piece where they have a dish with a lid and they have to design a pattern around that. The second semester of contemporary crafts is basically 2-dimensional in that we study the flat picture plane, and that particular semester is emphasized through the use of stained glass. So students learn that technique and then create their own piece. And second set of studio classes is Studio 1 and 2. They both are primarily the same. It's a very hands-on course for students who like to be more hands-on, although in here we work with our hands all the time. The studio classes are based around individual projects where you're exploring different concepts and different mediums and not so much concentrating on one as you would in drawing, painting, and foundations. The Studio 1 and Studio 2 classes can be taken, as well as the contemporary crafts classes, can be taken in succession for the full credit, or you can take one of them and then at another time take a second one if you wish. I have some examples of some of the art that's created that's typical of the program of beginning students, and I do want to point out that all of these pieces that we're going to show are done by first-year students. Then through the learning of their skills, they were able to create some of these pieces. So, the first trio here, this would be a typical example of drawing done in foundation, where I have several plants hanging in the room, and the kids are asked to look up at these plants and draw them using line, considering a composition. And then a second part of that is, after studying value, is to move it into possibly a collage, as these two students did, using just newspaper, black paper, and white, and creating a composition using a plant with a colored background, where they've taken their drawing and moved it into a collage. These are two painting examples using the element of value. This first one is a painting as a result of learning how to draw perspective drawing first, and then moving it into a painting where you only use one color and you add white and black, and it's a value study, talking about the light of that. This is pretty much the same thing, talking about the light on a face, but in this particular problem, kids were asked to solve through the portrait of their own face, and breaking it down into 5 values, where they took one color and chose to place it so that it picked up their portrait. This is another drawing example of first year freshmen coming in, where they used Rembrandt pastel, and we put 3 apples, again 3 real apples in front of them, and they explored using non-traditional colors and placing them in a larger format with a light source, and they had to think of shadows. Using apples again, which I use often, this is an example of an ink wash, and a stippled example using one of their pens in their art boxes, where they are exploring pretty much mediums and materials, not so much a new subject matter, so that they learn how to depict light and shadow with different materials. And again, still life drawing is very, very common in here. We often have white still life set up so that then they can pick a part of that, and these happen to be individual studies done by first-year students working with pen and ink and mark making. We do a lot of mark making as well. This is a studio art project where they were asked to take 3 symbols that they chose and move them into an acrylic painting, where they created a hybrid symbol of their own, so that they abstracted it and were able to learn about basic things in here, but we concentrate a lot on the thought process of how we develop them. And for anybody that wants to learn time management, practice time management, and discover the potential that you may not even know you have, I certainly would welcome you to give me a try and to come in for one of the classes and see how well you do. I guarantee if you come in and give it your all, you will be very surprised at your results. So thank you. I hope to see you all, and please feel welcome to ask me any questions if you have any.
Hi, I'm Mr. Lincoln, and I'm going to be teaching an elective course. The course will be worth half a credit. And it's going to be called a writing course. And the course is designed primarily for people who have a serious interest in writing. And what the course will entail, we'll be working with the writing process. And along with the writing process, we will have an opportunity to delve into the following areas of writing. My intent is to begin with expository writing, which will obviously deal with informative writing and persuasive writing. It is, I feel, is incredibly important, especially for those who may be thinking about going on to college. Following the informative writing, we will then have an opportunity to deal with reflective writing. Now, reflective writing will give you, or the writer or the student, an opportunity to deal with some narrative writing and to reflect on some things that have maybe happened to them in the past and things that they may be thinking about in the future, and perhaps some responses to a short story or some articles or a novel or a movie, depending on what it is that we may be dealing with in that particular day. Once we have gone through both the informative writing and the reflective writing, the intent is to provide an opportunity towards the end of the year to begin to deal with creative writing. And the creative writing will allow the student to perhaps show some inspiration, whether it be in poetry or a short story, or perhaps we may be dealing with writing a myth or a fable or an allegory or a satire. We'll have to wait and see where we go with that. But it will give the student an opportunity to deal in the realm of creativity, and hopefully that will satisfy the needs of some students in the school. So for those who are thinking of seriously wanting to improve their writing, and for those who have a desire to delve more into the world of persuasive writing, and reflective writing, and creative writing, this may be a class for you.
Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Madame Kelly et je suis le professeur de français au lycée à Winthrop. Hello everybody, I'm Miss Kelly and I'm the French teacher here at Winthrop High School. And I just wanted to take a moment to invite you all to take French next year. We offer French 1, 2, and 3. It's a beautiful language that you can speak, that you can use in your career in the future. You can watch French films and eat French food. We like to do a lot of exciting things in the class, and we have a lot of fun. We work hard, I hope. But I just wanted to let you all know that you're invited, and I would love to see you next year.
Au revoir.
Good morning, Winthrop students. As you all know, I'm Ms. MacArthur. I'm the tech ed teacher here at Winthrop. I just wanted to take a brief moment and let you guys know about the courses I'm offering for next year. Real quick, they're broken up into 3 categories: wood, metal, and drafting. For wood, I have tech ed wood, entrepreneurship, furniture construction, and building construction. For metal, I have tech ed metal, welding, metal arts. As some of you are aware, metal arts is worth a fine arts credit. I teach that with Ms. Gilman. Really exciting class. So if you're looking to get a fine arts credit, that's one way to do so. I have drafting and architectural drafting. Real quick, I just wanted to tell you guys about a new course that I'm going to be offering next year. I'm pretty excited about. It's going to be pre-engineering. It's designed for students that have interest in going on into post-secondary training for engineering. If you're interested in that class and want to know more about it, come ask me and I'll tell you more about it. Hopefully you guys sign up for my class, and thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Cook, and I teach Latin at Winthrop High School. We have a 4-year program in Latin. Everybody starts with Latin 1, and if you're brave, you can go all the way to Latin 4. Any student really who wants to can take Latin, provided that you don't mind studying, you don't mind homework, you don't mind challenging yourself and working hard. Latin is easy for some kids, not so easy for others, but anybody who wants to pass my class can, provided they're willing to put in the work. If you decide to study Latin, you won't learn to speak it really because there aren't any ancient Romans around for us to speak to anymore, but you will learn the basis of your own English language and probably more English grammar than you even know now, and you'll also learn about the language which is the basis for French, Spanish, and Italian if you want to study those languages later. You'll also learn about the ancient Romans and what their life was like. We have an active Latin club, which if you take Latin you can be a member of, and we do fun conventions and other activities that I'll talk to you more about if you're in the class. But come to the Latin class if you're interested in learning a new language and if you're interested in working hard and being challenged and becoming better at English. Don't come to Latin if you're looking for a class in which you don't have to do anything and somebody's just going to give you a grade. That's not me. But I'm happy to have people who are interested in the language and who want to come and challenge themselves. If you have any questions, please come see me and talk about it more. Thanks.
Okay, hi, I'm Ms. Bernhardt, and I will be teaching a semester class called Literature for the Visual Generation, and it is open to all grades. This course explores the graphic novel and the comic book and its place in contemporary literature. We will be reading a variety of comics and graphic novels and analyzing the structure, how visuals and images are used, and their purpose and relation to the text. A few of the graphic novels we'll be using are Mouse and I Killed Giants, along with Pride of Baghdad. And our textbook, Understanding Comics, The Invisible Art, is also in the graphic novel format. At the end of the semester, students will also be developing their own short graphic novel and or comic. And I look forward to seeing you in the fall.
That's good.
Modern America. Modern America is a senior elective. It is divided into 2 parts. The first semester is Modern America 1. The second semester is Modern America 2. If you enjoy or you have enjoyed your civics classes, your world history, or United States history, then you'll probably enjoy Modern America as we look from 1945 to the present day. Some areas that we really take a close look at are things like foreign policy. We start with the U.S. policy of containment and go right up pretty much to the present day as far as foreign policy is concerned. The Civil Rights Movement and some of the great leaders of the Civil Rights Movement. We look at this area. We've just finished in Modern America 2 the Kennedy assassination theory presentations, and that's something that students always enjoy. In this class we do different types of role-playing. The Cuban Missile Crisis we looked at through a role-play, and we will be looking at Vietnam quite closely and look at the trial of Lieutenant William Calley. In March we'll be coming up Hippie Day, where the students dress as hippies and make protest signs and find music of the time period. So it's a class where you can learn a lot of history, pick up that interest and enthusiasm in history, and also play an active role and a hands-on approach to history.
Hello, I am Mrs. Biddlecombe, and I'm the music teacher here at Winthrop High School. I teach chorus and concert band. You can take each of them for half a credit each semester, so you can take chorus, and then you can also take concert band. I also teach a beginning band course on first semester, and this is when I teach anybody who wants to learn how to play a concert band instrument. We start from day one, and we go right on up to getting you ready for concert band, and it turns into concert band in second semester.
Team sports. Students will improve and maintain physical fitness in a highly competitive environment. Class time will be spent playing varieties of team sports. Activities will include sports like ultimate frisbee, floor hockey, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and others. Take this class if you love competition and like to play hard.
Lifelong fitness activities. As a part of this class, students will participate in activities that span all ages. Class time will be spent learning the skills to successfully participate in these activities for a lifelong period. Activities include units. The units are badminton, rollerblading, archery, cross-country skiing, pickleball, and fencing.
Fitness. Students who just want to work out will enjoy this class. Students will have the opportunity to set and achieve physical goals. Students will have an opportunity to use the weight room and take part in other fitness activities. Student input will drive the direction this class takes.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Gilman. I will be teaching photography next year. We will be utilizing cameras. We will also be utilizing digital cameras. We will be doing digital photography as well as black and white photography. You will learn the ins and outs of photography in terms of the darkroom, how to take good pictures, and different types of aspects of photography. I will also be co-teaching metal arts with Mr. MacArthur next year as well, which was a lot of fun for us this year, and you will need to see Mr. MacArthur for any prerequisites that you will need for that class. And we had a great time teaching it this year, and we did some incredible projects, so we would love to have you guys come on in next year. Thanks.
I'm Colette. And I'm Carissa. And we're here to talk to you about Ms. Colton's psychology classes. Psychology is defined as a study of human behavior and mental processes. In this class, there are 4 different courses. The first one will be in fall of 2014, and it is biological and cognitive psychology. In this course, you will learn a lot about neuroscience, behavior, sensation, perception, consciousness, learning, thinking, language, and intelligence.
And then in the spring semester, she has a class called Social and Clinical Psychology, where you learn about like stress, health and coping, and psychological disorders and their different therapies.
The next class will be in fall 2013, and it is developmental psychology. In this course, you will learn a lot about memory, motivation, emotion, lifespan, gender, sexuality, and personality.
And then once you take all 3 of those classes, she offers a class called AP Psychology, where she basically goes over all the information you learned in the prior 3 classes that you took, so you can prepare for the AP test in the spring.
When you take this class, it is an elective course. You do not need to take it. So Ms. Colton expects that if you choose to take it, you will be willing to participate and be active in your homework duties. In this course, it's very interactive, and you will be sharing your ideas and thoughts about what you were learning with the class on a daily basis. There isn't a lot of homework, but it's good for you to do every little bit she gives you, because the tests are in-depth, and it's just a good thing for you to learn everything you can for the AP test.
And you do learn a lot of stuff, and it's really fun, and Ms. Colton's a really great teacher, so you should all take it.
Next year, when you are considering your electives, as part of your course of study, please consider horticulture. Horticulture is the art and science of working with plants. In horticulture, we grow plants. You learn by doing. We work around the school grounds, planting gardens, taking care of gardens, putting in new plants, trying to beautify the grounds. We also work in the greenhouse here attached to my classroom, where you grow plants that you may keep. This here is some wheatgrass. You can eat it, you can bring it home and feed it to your cat, but it is a process of doing. If you are looking for a hands-on science class where you get your hands dirty, create things, grow things from seed, horticulture is the class for you. It is designed into a Horticulture 1 and 2. We introduce the concepts and start with growing plants in Horticulture 1. The second semester, we expand on what you've learned in Horticulture 1 and do more advanced growing. I give you a variety of assignments to work on and try to focus on things you're interested in. If you want to grow sunflowers, you can have sunflowers. If you like tomatoes, we can grow tomatoes. If you're a little more prickly, here's one of my best friends, a cactus. So, whatever you want to grow, we can grow. Please consider Horticulture 1 and 2 as an elective science class for you.
I have 3 science electives that I teach. Marine biology and forensics and oceanography are all part of the biodiversity class. And in marine biology, we have an emphasis on the organisms in the intertidal zone, and then we also do a little bit of work on some of the larger marine organisms like dolphins and manatees, sharks and rays. And we also have a field trip in marine biology where we go to Reed State Park and identify and classify out some of the marine intertidal organisms. In forensics, we learn about hair analysis and fiber analysis. We do some stuff with arson and blood spatter, bones, anthropology. And we also have another field trip to the Maine State Crime Lab where we learn about what they do over there. And the last unit is the oceanography unit where we study the waves and the tides and how they affect weather patterns across the continent. Second class I teach is zoology. It is a 1-semester class, takes place in the fall, and that is where we study different organisms, starting out with sponges, the most primitive type of organism, and going all the way up to mammals. There's also a field trip in the zoology class where we go to do Animal Kingdom and learn about the different animals there and their adaptations. And the last class I teach is anatomy, human anatomy, and it is also a semester course that takes place in the spring semester. And that is where we study the skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system, and other systems of the human body. And those are the 3 electives I teach for juniors and seniors.
Hello folks, my name is Mr. Knight. Myself and Buzz Lightyear invite you to look ahead for your junior and senior year for your science at Winthrop High School. Now, as we know, time is running out. So you need to take chemistry or physics your junior year and physics or chemistry your senior year. And as we know in physics, force is equal to mass times acceleration. Ta-da! Whoops, I gotta turn this off just a second. And so that's physics. Come and join me. This is chemistry. We have Alka-Seltzer tablets, and we dip them in, and oddly enough, it changes color. Here's another one right here. And as we know, chemistry is not magic. We have a particular that's clear. Watch, look, right here. It better work. It better work. Okay, so as you prep for post-high school education, come and sign up for chemistry or physics. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Boyce, and I'll be teaching statistics next year. Statistics class, we go over collecting and organizing data, reading and creating, as well as interpreting graphs of that data. We will do some projects where we go through the entire process of creating a survey or making our hypothesis and going through the scientific process of collecting data, coming to a conclusion. It may even be things that have to do with your school that perhaps you want to change about your school. You can use statistics to convince people of things, and sometimes you can manipulate what you're collecting for data in order to convince people. So you'll learn how that works and how to use statistics when you get out of high school as well.
All right. That's good.
Hi, my name is Dominic Cognata, and I'm a 4th semester video student. I've got to say, the course is great. It's a lot of fun. You get to use all the equipment, like this right here. You've got your typical boom pole, used in the movie industry, used by actual movie makers. Very effective, captures great audio. Over here you have a GoPro, which can literally attach to anything from surfboards to airplanes. Over here you have your typical movie camera that we use in this department. Great camera, you can use it to film shorts, documentaries, PSAs, even feature films if you really want to try. I would recommend this course for creative students who are ready to work. This isn't an easy A, but it is a lot of fun and you learn a lot of new things. And you learn how to make actually good quality videos opposed to home videos. You learn a lot of new things, and it's a great course, and I hope to see you in here.
I'm Mrs. Boyce, and I teach yearbook class. We cover taking photos, working online with the program, working with a budget, and hopefully meeting that budget. We also do a number of fundraisers to try to pay for the yearbook because it costs almost double what the students pay for their book. We create pages, we create ads for businesses. If you are a hard worker and you're interested in working using the computer and working online with an interesting program, you should take yearbook class, only if you're a hard worker. Thank you.